Hey guys, so update on the bear situation. We put in some infrastructure today. Let me show you. Okay. So neighbors, again, I talked to you guys a few episodes back about the power of neighbors when living off the grid, and I'm starting to realize in my life, one of the best skills you can have is just to be cool and to be friendly and to accept help from people when they can give it, but also give help to people who need it yourself, you know, like pay things forward. So one of our neighbors who doesn't like being on camera, he likes being more anonymous, so we're not going to film him, but we're going to show you guys what we just did together for the past hour. He heard about our bear situation, and he told us about the place in town about, I would say, a couple hour drive away that has electric fence and things like that, and he already told me before. I was already planning on going to this place, but wasn't planning on needing the electric fence until I started putting in the garden and the compost and the chickens and the cat enclosure. Didn't realize I was gonna have to put up electric fence for the yurt, even though I probably should have done that earlier. And I wanted to adopt puppies and dogs on day one, and probably should have done that as well. So the two things Nicole and I should have done differently was show up with the electric fence ready to go and show up with two puppies, athletic puppies that we could have, you know, had been raising for 8 months already, but we'll be getting those puppies next week now. So stay tuned if you want to see the puppies we're going to adopt. Check it. You guys can see down here, we got some stuff going on. This is electric fence. I'm going to take you around the yurt right now and show you guys what Joe and I did. But first, I got to show you guys how we're going to go in and out of the yurt from now on. And I got to take off the screen of the yurt because the screen is in the way. All the bugs have reseeded for the fall and winter and spring, so we can take off the screen and be safe without having any mosquitoes or other bugs coming in. So let's do it. All right, we have no more screen door, but we'll have more light coming in now, and we can get in and out, so check it out. Hey.
Hi.
Do you think that you can undo that your first time doing it?
Let's see.
Without touching the line? Then you escape, and then hook it back up.
Mm-hmm.
On the outside to the right, just hook it back onto the yellow line. So that metal hook there, it you know, reconnects the electricity.
Okay.
What do you think?
I feel more safe, but my dinner is overflowing, so I have to hurry back in.
Go for it. Can you do a dive roll over that?
No, I'm not even gonna try.
I can.
Oh, I can hear it boiling.
Nice work.
Okay.
Bye.
Dinner's almost ready.
Okay, cool. I don't know if you guys can hear it pulsating, but the line is charged right now with a 12-volt battery. And we just grab onto the plastic handles and we unhook it from itself. And then Nicole and I can open the door and we can step out and then we can hook it back. And so we'll do this at nighttime while we're sleeping. We'll do this when we're gone for a few minutes here or there. And during the day while we're working, we'll just unplug the battery from the line and conserve that energy, and then put it back on when we're ready to be protected. So I'm gonna sleep a lot better tonight knowing that we have this going, but I'm still not gonna sleep too well. I'm still keeping my bear horn, my bear gun, my bear mace, pots and pans, chainsaw ready to go. And I am going to be a little more confident that not only will the bear come up and hear the electricity going through the line, which might deter him, but also when he gets that shock, hopefully he'll create a negative association with the Komorebi yurt instead of a positive association that Jake and Nicole's yurt has vegan marshmallows. Okay, so we're trying to delete our property from that bear's mental network of food sources, and instead we want to retrain that bear to know that if he comes to Komorebi, he gets a shock. and hopefully that way the bear will live on, because today I had about an hour-long discussion with the Canadian conservationists in this area, and they want to come out and assess whether the bears are going to become aggressively defending our area as their own, and if that's the case, they can pose a threat toward humans. And if that's the case, they want to come out and they want to shoot the bears. So I'm trying to live at one with the bears, scare them off, so that they don't have to get taken out by the BC Conservation Department. All right, let me take you guys down and show you how the system works and what's powering it. Okay, pretty much I can snake my way underneath here, and if my clothes touch this guy, then he doesn't give me too much of a shock unless my clothes are wet. But if my skin touches it, I don't know, should I touch it? Ah! Oh, that was it. Oh, man. God. I felt that in my elbow. What's that?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just tested the line and I got it shocked right in the elbow. Oh. I wonder if the shock goes to the 2 screws that are still in my elbow. Anyways, this is a 12-volt battery that we've had charging in the sun all day with the solar panels, and we've got the positive to positive, negative to negative, and then both those wires go into this charger, and the charger then takes the energy from the battery and feeds it into the line. So we actually got 3 grounds. We just tied the negative wire to 3 different metal rods that we buried in the ground, into the wet ground. And then the positive wire is what makes up the fence. And we have this wire encapsulating the entire yurt. So let me grab the camera off the tripod and I'll run you guys around the yurt and I'll show you how it looks. One of the neighbors also had a bunch of this sheet metal laying around, so I've been spreading out sheet metal on the outside there so that if the bear walks up at night, we can at least hear his footsteps over the sheet metal and hopefully wake us up so we can make some noise and scare him off. But you can see how we got these plastic rods in the ground, and we have 2 lines of the active shock wire, and we have 2 lines of the electric fence going around the yurt. And so one line is about at bear knee level, the other line right here is about at bear nose level. People have been asking in the YouTube comments to show where the bear got the yurt the first time. So when we picked up Nicole's dad, we were gone from the yurt for that 4-hour period, and in that 4 hours the bear came up to the yurt right here and tore the side cover off and bit through some insulation, and Matt came running up and bear horned him in the act and caught him and scared him off. So now we've put the electric fence here all around the yurt down here, and then it goes and runs that way up to it goes underneath the deck, and then it goes 2 wires on top of the deck. So this is the part the bear likes because it's a little more quiet back here, and the woods and the forest is all back there, which is what I've been busy thinning out and whatnot. And then we keep that electric fence going all the way down here, and we've tied it into the chimney. This is the chimney you guys saw me install here with the shower on it that our wood stove goes to, and that's our little shower there that has a 7-gallon tank for water. And we have the fence tied on to that with these little plastic insulators. And the deal is with the neighbor Joe is that he just had this extra fencing laying around, and when Matt gets back, him and Nicolle are going to watch the yurt for a day while I go down a few hours away and buy a bunch of this stuff to give it back to Joe to replace it and buy some extra for myself. So we have the electric fence going, 2 beads of line all the way over there, and then it runs above and below the deck over here. This is where the bear came in last time. He literally took that window and he peeled it back and he bit his way in through the lattice wall. There was also a mesh screen there to protect against bugs. He bit through that screen. So we cut the screen off, kept the window on. I've been dropping down the extra protection layer and zipping it up, and we have the electric fence here. I would say this part is about a 18-inch to almost 2-foot gap, and the gap grows a little bit here and goes down this way. And I don't know if you guys can see, we've got 4 lines of the fence here, 2 lines on top the deck, 2 lines below the deck. So hopefully he'll get zapped with at least one of those lines. So if I take you guys up the new stairs that we've put in, this is going to be the outdoor food area. And I didn't finish the deck yesterday because I was afraid that would just give him a walkway up to the yurt. So I left about a 5-foot gap there, and we put 2 lines of electric fence there as well. So let's say he comes up the stairs and tries to get in where he got in before. He tried to come in here before. You can see how we tore that up. I got to fix that tomorrow before it rains. It's not going to rain tonight. It's totally nice and perfect, so I don't got to worry about that. But we've got 2 beads of electric fence going there and then dropping back down to guard the yurt all over there. So all right, so as soon as I turn the camera off, I'll be taking these sheets of metal and kind of spreading them out so that if the bear tries to walk up on us, we'll at least hear him coming, and we can make some crazy noise and shoot some bear guns and scare him away. But we've got the beads of wire that come all the way here. When they come over by the front door, they go underneath the deck. One goes underneath there, if you guys can see that. It's getting dark on us. And then 2 go above the door where we started from. So that's our system. Just wanted to show you guys the system for those of you who are following our journey. And I'm actually interested to see what happens tonight. I'm not sure if this is going to work or not, but I think it's going to work. I think it's a really good deterrent, the electric fence. From what I've read and what I've watched, electric fence is one of the big ways to deter bears. You got to just create that negative association. So the bear now has gotten an association. He's been trained to know that there's marshmallows inside this yurt, and we want to delete our property. We want to delete the yurt. We want to delete Komorebi from his mental network of food sources. And I'm hoping this fence is one of the ways we can do that. When Matt gets back in 7 days, Nicolle and I will be going out to adopt dogs. So if you guys are interested in seeing our dog adoption journey, then subscribe and stay close. Nicolle's got dinner in there. My arm's tired from selfie style, but I got to make some noise here before dark. Got to get some food, and I've got to clean up all these projects. So love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll report back in the morning.